Hey there, I'm back with some more self-commentary. I picked out a few games for the month of August to share some thoughts on. So jumping into this Inkblot Arc Academy match. These are all going to be E-liter games. I finally unlocked it. So I kind of missed the ramp at the beginning and I was a little slow on the pop there, but we still got the quick pop. I see the Rapid Blaster off to the right. I'm trying to read that Rainmaker holder, but he was being a little slippery. Enemy team's wiped, so I'm going to let my team grab the Rainmaker, and I go up here where I have a great view of the defenders. And I actually fired a little earlier on that one guy than I would have liked. But I had a solid shot, so I wanted to make sure I put some damage on him at least. Hoping that one of my allies would finish him off. And I'm trying to snipe that guy at the top and not paying attention to the Rainmaker shield, which pops and wipes us. So they're going to get a pretty good push out of this. Fortunately, they're a little slow. They went around the long way, it looks like. Now here, I went way up forward because I knew I was under a Ink Storm. And if I backed up, I would keep taking damage from that Ink Storm. And I also wanted to mid-range that Rapid Blaster. Unfortunately, I got stuck by the ramp. Died to that end zap. But my team manages to clear them out. So not too bad. And now we're back on the offensive with that missiles going off. Rainmaker dies there because no one's pushing in front of him. I don't know what that person on the right's doing. Just throwing bombs, I guess. Probably not the best time for that. Now would be a good time for that. So just trying to pick off a few people, get this push back on the road. I'm going to lose that pop, so I'm just going to wait for my allies to jump in. Careful that bomb rush. I'm low on ink here, so fill up. Followed that guy all the way over here, and I love doing that. Just jump off and like let them climb up, and then I can get an easy snipe once they hit the top. Duck down there to avoid the Rapid Blaster, and now here, I don't know, it's probably a good idea. I just kind of jumped forward. It was an unexpected thing to do. I caught 3 players off guard doing it. I'm really lucky that Brella let me through. He should have splatted me much sooner. So we probably didn't deserve that 16 points. But I do like to do those like stupid pushes every once in a while. Because a lot of times you'll catch them off guard. Like they'll expect you to take it slow and you can rush right past them. And then it's really hard for them to try to splat you while following you. It's a lot easier for them to defend when they're between you and the goal. Trying to splat the Rainmaker in his own base there to keep the game going. And now I had actually seen that guy come around behind me, so I was trying to time that to get out in time. I was lucky I got the splat on the Rainmaker just in time to get out. And I love sniping at this spot here at that ramp because it's relatively safe. You can use the ledge, peek over the top of the ledge so they can't really see you from their platform. It's risky. Yeah, see, I knew that Brella was there, so I was ready to get out. You just have to watch your left because they can't access the left side there easily without you noticing. So they got the Rainmaker out of their base, but we still have pretty good control. There's some little fake falling there, lag. And again, that's the Rapid, so I want to mid-range him, so I jump up and do tap shots. This one probably shouldn't have. It's the Brella. I mean, when I'm in mid there, it still kind of outranges me. And when I say that, I mean like lethal range. Like he can get off a lethal shot at that range before I can. So I just kind of got in his face and moved side to side, try to get him to miss. And again, here's this little ledge again. I got the half shot on him so that my team can finish him off. I probably could have jumped in at this point, but I knew that the time was almost out, so it's not really worth any risky plays at this point, so I just wanted to get up to a good perch to snipe from, try to prevent them from pushing the Rainmaker out. You don't want to get defensive at those points. You don't want to like sit and spawn and like put all your eggs in one shot. You do want to make sure that you're in a good position to stop the push as early as you can. Just in case you do make any mistakes, which will happen if they're pushing. This game here has a lot of silly mistakes in it, so should be kind of entertaining. It's a good idea to shoot that little ink rail there, like especially as the sniper. If you shoot that before your allies get to it, then they'll all get up to mid really quick. And then you want to help them get the fast pop on the Rainmaker shield. I kind of failed my team there a bit, trying to frantically get tap shots on that Octobrush, and I missed everyone. I try to get that ink jet and then decide, yeah, there's no way I'm going to get that without dying, so I run away. And that was a mistake. I was trying to get to the ledge so I can snipe the Rainmaker, but I accidentally got into the ink rail, which pushed me off the ledge into the death pit. So now we're in hard defense mode, just trying to stay between them and the podium, keep them from pushing forward quickly. Barely got the shot off before that Rainmaker shot got me. I knew that roller was, I think that was the roller. I knew he was there around that edge at some point, so I just kind of held that shot as long as I could. And fortunately he jumped back in view right as I released it. So here I like to, it's a good idea to like jump off a ledge before you super jump to kind of trick your opponent into, so they have to move to get a new angle on you to save some time. Unfortunately, I mistakenly jumped to an ally instead of spawn. So now we're 3v3. I'm not quite ready to push up yet. Rainmaker just died. Still for 3v3. Ally just used his splash down there and got the brush. And now it's 3v2. I'm gonna put a quick ink mine down. Oh, I forgot to mention earlier that that second ink mine there, I wanted to put it around the corner so that they couldn't ink over it, so that it would basically be guaranteed to go off once they went past it. That was an unfortunate splashdown there. I would have had him because of the ink storm was doing a lot of damage to both those players in mid. I was hoping I could like get one tap shot off on each of them. I'm watching for people to come through the rail, and someone does, and unfortunately the only escape I have is into the ink storm. I probably could have moved the other way, but I think he would have been able to follow me with his shots. And see, that mine wasn't behind cover, so he was able to cover it up and make it explode without giving me vision on anybody. And so that guy who threw the point sensor, I shouldn't have gone to the left there because I thought he might have gone around that way. But I really wanted to reset that ink mine. I was only able to get a half shot on the Rainmaker there, unfortunately. My allies were barely able to finish him off in time, because the pedestal was between me and them. Now I see the pro off to the left there, and I knew he was there from a while ago, so I kind of had a feeling that he would wipe out my team there, because they didn't know he was there apparently. But unfortunately this is solo queue, so I couldn't call it out. So I just watched for him to get a good shot on him. So now we're going to try to push right side. 40 seconds left. We're 3 down. I'm the only one up right now, plus the one who's jumping to me. There's a guy right in front of me. I try to do a funny little held charge there, but he doesn't splash down. Now I saw they rain cloud, so I counter rain cloud to try to prevent him from getting the pop. But I get pushed out of position by auto bombs. Now they're 2 down, so this is our chance to push. That Carbon's way down there, so he's not going to be able to catch up to me. So there's 2 people in front, and I know the Carbon's still there, so I do a quick shot behind. Fortunately, my teammate gets him too. And then the last guy's the pro in mid, so there's no way he can catch up to us, so this is a free goal. Just barely. One of the guys respawned in time. Almost in time. I was kind of feeling very slow in that moment because I'm an E-leader with no swim speed up, and so I have a slow base swim speed, and I'm racing against the respawn timer to get that goal because we needed the knockout because they got it to 1. Sorry about the gear in this one. I'm just leveling things up. Work on rollout, because that's kind of bad to flounder at the wall there. So this is a pretty good spot to start out with E-leader, because you get a good shot at most of the zone if anybody tries to get into it, which is for the most part the only way that they can even ink the zone is to either get in the zone or off on the platform to the right there. This is probably a place where the scope might have an edge over the unscope, because the scope can better reach that platform to the right. I don't know where he came from. He might have flanked all the way around. They just got ink armor, so they're going to be, and they just kept zone, so they're going to be pushing forward pretty aggressively. So I'm trying to get rid of their armor. Now I've got burst bombs throwing at me, and I jumped off to try to avoid further burst bombs. Unfortunately, the splat bomb was there. That ink mine there is important. That's probably not the best position exactly. I think I generally try to put it a bit more to the left, because that's where they usually come from. Now I came over here just because I wanted to put another ink mine right there. That's a great spot for an ink mine. That'll catch almost every flanker from this side. And we controlled zone, so I had 2 options here. I could either get in the middle of zone, or I could go over here. In the middle of zone doesn't really give me great angles on anything unless they have a sniper. If they have a sniper, then I can like stand behind the little the stacks of speakers and everything in the zone to try to get the sniper. But they don't have one, so I decided to go off to the left and try to get them from there. Unfortunately, one of them saw me and I got missiled, so I got pushed out. And now they're pushing forward again, so I ran back over here. I actually was gonna go just to the zone, but I saw that like this side had a lot of ink in it, so I knew if they started to push, they would be able to get a good push, because we didn't have much room to work in our retreat. So now I'm moving up again since we got control, trying to do something about that enemy ink storm, just inking across zone. This would have been really cool if it landed. It didn't, and they're in control, so I'm gonna get back up on my perch. There's a guy on my left, I'm watching him. Lost track of him. He must have gone back to zone, and yes, I see that he's back in zone. Just trying to pick off some people in zone, help my allies. Running away from missiles. Re-inking that flanking route, so he'll have more work to get back. Alright, hit Ink Armor again. You'll see whenever I don't have a clear shot on anyone, I will shoot just to the sides of the obstacles, because chances are someone might peek out right at the right moment and I'll get a lucky splat. Here I ran up to that front corner to avoid that ink storm, and I also jumped a bit to avoid taking too much ink damage, because I knew if I took ink damage, then the storm might kill me. And I really didn't want to get off my perch at that point, so I took the risk to try to mitigate as much damage as I could. Now I went to tap shot him, and then I realized that he has armor, so that wouldn't work, because I knew that that mine would also help add some more damage. Fortunately, I was watching him the whole time and knew exactly where he hid. So just trying to ink the zone. We almost have it, 5 points left. Maybe I didn't realize that at the time. So I'm going over to the left here to replace my ink mines. Always a good idea to replace your mines after a flank, because they will likely flank again. Throw a quick rain cloud over the zone. That kill was from the rain cloud, not from a snipe. That assist also from the rain cloud, obviously. Now they don't have a penalty at this point, so I'm playing kind of risky here. This is also a great spot to snipe, just like in Inkblot, as I was saying earlier. You've got that nice ledge, and if you start to get pressured, you can just run away. You just have to watch your left. At this point, I'm not trying to fight that guy. I'm running away, trying to build special. And I got that ink cloud out, the ink storm, and then just kind of suicide ran at the zone, trying to hold it because they were right about to take the lead. So I was just trying to stall it with the combination of the ink storm and a few shots. I think I had one ally alive. He was helping out, and we actually managed to take the zone thanks to him, which I didn't expect. I was just trying to stall it out so that the overtime would end. I was careful not to actually get in zone though, because you do not want to die in zone. So another Humpback Rainmaker game. These are always fun. Trying to go for the quick pop. I actually saw that guy. Very obvious flank. Little piece of advice: when you're trying to do that flank, try to do it inkless. Just kind of run. You'll have to ink the wall a little bit, but you'll be more likely to catch people off guard if you're a bit more stealthy. Because, I mean, this is Humpback. People are going to expect flanks. That's the rule of this map. So. So I should be moving up here. They're 2 down. So I give a ink storm to help clear the way. Now this ink brush, I could run all the way and save myself. But I did want to keep it engaged, because while it was chasing me, it was also running away from the Rainmaker that we're pushing. So that death there was a win in my book, because we got a few extra points out of that. Now here, you saw I was aiming, because I saw him coming, so I was aiming at him. But I knew that I didn't have a very well inked escape route in case I missed my shot. So I did a quick charge store and jumped backward to make sure that I was in a good position to escape if I needed to. And then I quickly inked that up. So I missed that guy swimming up the ink rail. Fortunately, he decided to go for the Rainmaker, which is the right move. And so now I'm just trying to... I was low on ink there, so I just tried to unload all my damage on him and then get the second shot once I refilled. Ink Storm to pop the shield and clear ahead a bit, and then I'm just shooting the pedestal to let him get up. So that's it for this month. Hopefully you learned something. Let me know if there's anything you want explained in more detail, and I'll see you next time.